The government cannot afford and cannot cope with the demand of affordable housing. And this is why the city is trying to shift that social problem onto our shoulders.
Well, the city is touting it as one solution to Toronto's affordable housing crisis. But residents in Scarborough aren't buying the idea. At a meeting tonight, they made their voices heard about a potential pilot project to legalize rooming houses in some parts of Toronto.
You are taking away the integrity of our neighborhood.
Anybody that's not in favor of this? Quite a few hands.
There was no shortage of opposition as hundreds of residents came out to a public meeting on a pilot project for rooming houses.
It's turning our residential into commercial, which is not acceptable.
This North Scarborough neighborhood is one of 5 proposed areas that could see multi-dwelling homes legalized for 3 years to see if it's something the entire city could adopt. Right now, the dwellings aren't allowed in most parts of Toronto, with some exceptions, but that hasn't stopped them from cropping up.
We're just hoping to identify and deal with the situation that we see emerging. If we do nothing, the existing situation that they have with illegal rooming houses will just continue.
The city says they know illegal rooming houses are a problem in the areas where they're hoping to test run the project. And they say the rentals aren't just causing issues for residents who are concerned with the impact on the neighborhood. City staff say homes are often unsafe, putting vulnerable tenants in need of an affordable place to live at risk.
It will allow inspections to be done and ensure that these tenants who otherwise could be taken advantage of by illegal operators could be looked after.
Potential rules could include a maximum number of tenants, annual fire inspections, and parking and waste management plans. But residents here aren't convinced landlords will comply.
They can't monitor the illegal rooming houses that we have now. How are they going to monitor the ones that are legalized?
It's difficult for the bylaw enforcement officers to gain entry, because the first thing they do is when they knock on the door is that announce that they're from the city and you have a right to refuse this entry.
The city says regulations would give them greater power to enforce because they'd know exactly which homes to inspect rather than having to rely on neighborhood complaints. But this city councillor says the city should be focusing their efforts on shutting down rooming houses that shouldn't be operating in the first place.
I would like to see, if you've got a non-legislative rooming house and you get busted, $200,000 minimum charge. Period, full stop. We got to send a message to the landlords. If we're going to legislate rooming houses, for every legislated rooming house, you're going to get another 10 that are going to sprout up unlegislated.
The city staff will bring a report on the 6 public consultations that they've done to the city's executive committee, who can then decide to refuse or approve the pilot project, also with changes, before sending it to City Council for a vote. A City News viewer let us know about the residents who came together to voice their opinion at the city's rooming house pilot project meeting tonight. If you have a story you think that we should look into, you can send us an email, give us a call, or just go to our website, citynews.ca, and click on News Tips.